everybody.
We're the Sunshine Stitchers.
I'm
who EJ.
I'm Shelia.
I'm Gary. I've been here every week.
And there's a reason that I'm sitting in the middle today.
Yes, thank you, Shelia, for doing that.
You're welcome. After the video last week, I felt that there was a need for a peacemaker in the middle.
Yes, I appreciate you.
So I am volunteering and throwing my body
in the middle.
Into the middle.
Yes.
In the hope of preserving peace and friendship for all mankind. So here
Amen.
I
am. Let the battles begin.
Yes. People, it's been a day. It's been a day after I decided I was going to sit in the middle. So I want to say, first and foremost, hi, everybody. Thank you to Deb, Amy, and Tammy for doing a great job. It is such a pleasure for us to be able to introduce some of the stitchers that we enjoy day in, day out, week in and week out at the Cross Stitch Cupboard to the cross stitch community. Yeah. I mean, it's amazing.
Yes.
We enjoy each other so much. And I'm so glad, in watching the videos, I'm just so glad that their personalities just showed up big time. So again, thank you so much, Deb, Amy, and Tammy. And thank you, Gary, for holding down the fort.
What?
Thank you, EJ.
I can't. Wait, move over.
Look, EJ's got my back.
I can't believe you.
Yes. The picture.
That's my favorite picture.
Gary's. So let's present the picture.
Why? Why do we want to? Why we want to do this?
Out of the way.
Why?
Reach it.
Why?
Look. So the image should be like she's holding me. I'm holding her.
OMG.
Screen capture.
No, it's not.
After midnight.
We will not use it. We will not use it.
Oh my, no. Oh.
Yes, the picture.
See, it's in the way. I got to toss it again.
EJ, yes. EJ, Gary, yes. Okay. We're done with that. Thank you. Okay. So, what we want to do, this is a channel about cross stitch. If you are new to our channel, thank you for coming to visit. I've been away for 3 weeks.
Yes.
I was actually on a cruise, surprise to all those who've been watching us now for over a year.
Not surprised.
You know that I cruise often.
A lot.
As anytime I can, I go. This time I was on the Celebrity Cruise Line Eclipse, sailed out of Santiago, Chile, and went down the Pacific coast of South America to Cape Horn. Around Cape Horn, up the Atlantic side of, so that was Chile, Uruguay, Argentina, Montevideo, and ended in Buenos Aires. It was 14 days. It was a phenomenal experience seeing the end of the world. It was just...
And we had that photo a couple of videos ago.
Yeah, you had the photo with me in Ushuaia, which is a town it's the southernmost town, although there is a smaller town in Chile that's actually below. But it's the one where the ships pull in to Ushuaia. And that was really pretty cool. So yeah, it was a long cruise. I came back extremely tired, but I had a wonderful day in Dallas.
Yeah.
On the way back, I had a long layover. I went to the cross stitch store.
The Stitch Niche.
The Stitch Niche.
In Arlington.
And guess who was there on business that day?
I was there all week.
Gary was there. Yes.
Oh,
Gary
so you guys saw each other?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I was at the store. Gary came in. We had lunch. It was a great day.
I took her to the best chicken place in Texas.
He did.
Oh,
yes.
That chicken was good?
It was.
Babes.
Ooh.
You calling me babe?
No, it's called Babes.
The rest.
It ain't all about EJ.
Fried chicken, people. It was
so home style.
Yes, I
Oh.
mean like crunchy, juicy, good. Yeah, it was good. I know. I love me some fried chicken. What can I say? It was good. Yeah, so I'm just glad to be back. It's nice, and I won't be going anywhere for quite a while, so that's also very nice. So let's move on. So who have y'all been watching on Flosstube recently?
Well, I'll go 1st. I've been watching Cheryl McKinney, Tranquil Stitches, and she's doing this Choose My Whip With Me for Mania. So she puts some, like a couple of videos a day, but you go into her cabinet, or we go into her cabinet, she picks out a handful and she goes through them, and then in that handful she picks Mania for day 1, day 2, day 3. She's already at day 10. So it's been fun, like trying to guess. Oh, I wonder if she's gonna pick this one. Oh, I would pick this one.
Okay.
So on and so
So
forth.
how many does she pick in a video?
Huh?
How many is she picking it per
She's
video?
picking one per handful each video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she goes through them and she talks about them, and yeah. So
That's a cool little segment.
yeah,
It is.
it really is.
Yeah.
Like 10, 20 minutes. No, not even 20 minutes. About 10 to 15 minutes.
Yes, her videos
Yeah.
aren't that long.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
really cool. And she does regular floss too. So go check her out.
Oh, this is in addition to her regular.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. It's an extra.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's really cool.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like Cheryl
McKinney, yeah.
I've been watching her from the beginning, I think. So
And I like her voice is very soothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love her pictures of the West
Yes.
Virginia
And-
countryside.
yeah.
Reminds me
Yes.
of home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice. So
Yes.
go check her out. She's awesome.
Okay. Who else have you been watching?
I've been watching Angie. She is the Hibernation Stitcher.
Ah.
Yes, Angie C. Hibernation Stitcher. So I watched her, and I watched, what was my last? Gail Phillips.
Yeah.
Yes, so Gail, she's like, yeah, I found crossword. We could do a stitch along.
That's the Long Dog Sampler
Exact
crossword.
Crossword with a K.
Yeah.
And yeah, not the way you spell crossword in English,
Right.
but in another language.
Yeah.
So she found her perfect fabric and floss. And now I'm waiting to find my perfect fabric and floss so we can stitch together.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and other people in the cupboard also wants to stitch crossword. Carolina, Amy, or is it Tammy?
Uh-oh.
One of the I think it was Tammy who wanted, not Amy. But Amy said she did like that one, so it could be both of them, Amy
Okay.
or Tammy,
Okay.
and
They
Tammy.
are two different people.
Yeah, they are. Believe it or
Very
not.
different people.
The first one was Amy. The second one was Tammy. Two
Yeah.
totally different people.
Yes.
Yeah, but so us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 people. So we'll see.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So those are my 3 people that I've watched this week.
Okay, and
Aside
Gary,
from looking.
what about you?
I always watch Joyfield Stitcher, and I actually got to stitch with her when I was in Arlington on Thursday,
Yeah.
and it was fun.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And also
She's fun.
Niecy Lynn is another Texas stitcher, and she had her last video. She had this amazing story about the new Blackbird design snowman. And I don't know if I'll ever think about ice cream the same way again.
Oh no! It sounds like something you got to watch.
It was very entertaining, and I just love their voices, the accents, and the stories, and and it just two of my favorites.
Okay.
And then there's also another new male stitcher. He's only got one video out.
Okay.
It's Kenny Stitches, all one word.
All right.
Okay.
And he's coming out of his shell. I'm waiting for the next one.
Okay.
And I think it'll be pretty fun.
Okay.
Nice.
Good. I'll check him out.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I'm woefully behind on everything
Understandable.
social, Facebook, Instagram, Flosstube. So yeah.
You were
I was out of the
You were
country.
out of the
I was
web.
disconnected. Yes.
Yeah.
And when I cruise, I don't do internet packages.
Yes.
So I disconnect.
Why is that?
No bother.
Because I disconnect. I want to
Okay.
be present. I want to be in the moment.
Gotcha.
You know what? The rest of the world is going to be here when I get back. I don't want to know what's happening. something short of an atom bomb going off where I am,
and if it's not where you're at, you might as well just stay where you're at.
And I'll just deal with it when I return.
So fix that atom bomb.
Go away. All right.
Peacemaker.
Okay, so who has finishes? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I do.
I have.
See, I'm supposed to be.
Thank God I had that space
I'm
there.
telling you.
I have a finish.
Okay.
I finished from my list, my plan. I finished Cats on Parade.
Which was supposed to be a January finish?
And we're in January.
All right.
It was a January stitch.
Very good.
And it was a touch and go there because I think I needed 2 pickets and I didn't have any floss, and I found some floss in Creative Stitch's needlepoint shop in Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a mistake on one of the
310s?
cats. No, it's espresso.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And this front cat, I started it at the cupboard, so it's off. It's down 1 stitch and scrunched up 1 stitch. But I was actually impressed that I was able to get 2 of the cats in line. You know how cats are. You can't get them all 3 to do stick to one thing.
You can't.
So I had to adjust my little pickets there so they wouldn't be touching on this one. But I still like it.
Yeah, no.
It's cats.
Exactly.
Yes.
No one would notice. Yes.
And then, oh wait, look, I have another one.
Okay.
Yipes, from the Yipes Berry from Erica Michaels.
Nice purple.
Yeah.
Do you know the fabric?
I talked about it last week, and
I didn't watch that video. Your arms aren't long enough.
And that's why
Well, it was from Stitchy Box.
Okay.
And it's from Fiberlicious.
Uh-huh.
And it was interesting to stitch on because it's very dense with hotel lighting. And then I have another finish. Honeybee from Erica Michaels.
Is that another berry?
That's another berry. Now this one, actually, I changed the color of the roses to red because they were called for a color that was very similar to my fabric, so it would have just blended right in, kind of like the wings, but it was lighter than the wings. And then also there was a mistake.
What's the fabric?
I'll show you that one.
It's
again,
honeycomb from Fabric Flare.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And the if you look at,
That's really pretty.
you gotta be careful because I don't know if yours is wrong if you have it, but the yellow of the bee and the green of the roses was actually switched. So you would have had a green stripes on the bee and would have had yellow stems.
The coating was
opposite, and
okay.
only because the colors were very drastic that I kind of, why is my bee green?
That was good.
And something about this fabric, I picked this fabric up at the Stitch Niche, and I bought the last strip of it. And then when I was stitching with Annie, Joyfield Stitcher, on Thursday, she said, "Oh, did you get the last part of that fabric?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "We're fabric twins."
Oh,
so she has the top half, I have the bottom half.
Oh. That's super cute. I like
Yeah.
That
that.
is cute.
And
Yeah.
they're actually,
The cupboard has it.
Tammy
now.
got a piece of the cover.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
the cupboard
Yes.
has it.
Yes.
And
Do I have a bead pattern? I may.
then I finished this guy. Merry
Yes.
Friends. And remember, I'm going to put him in here. And he
It fits perfectly?
It fits perfectly. I'm like, yes. Look at that. Shelia's not used to doing the arm thing.
Well, no, I'm in the center. It's easier when you're in the center. Oh, okay. Got it?
And so, that frame was on clearance at the cupboard when I did it 2 years ago.
Wow,
Well,
so this
I've
has been waiting for 2
Waiting
years.
to be stitched for 2 years.
Yes.
And then, wait, there's more. I have another finish. I finished
You're
this one
such a
today.
slacker.
I know.
I know.
I finished this one. This is the
Ho, ho, ho.
Jingleberry.
Oh, Jingleberry.
Don't say it too fast. It might sound like something else.
I know.
Ho, cute.
Got to be careful.
Yes.
Yeah. So when I picked this up at the Stitch Niche, I'm like, I have the perfect red, and it was from the Christmas
Stitchy
box from Color and Cotton.
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay.
And so that fit in. That was perfect. And I changed a lot of colors on that one too. I changed the white to a more natural looking white instead of a bright. It was a bright white charted for.
Mm-hmm.
And
what is it supposed to be? Snowflake? Oh,
Yeah,
snowflakes
snowflakes.
and
Jingle
jingle
bells.
bells.
and
I
ho
see.
ho ho.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Yeah, really cute.
Okay. And that's all the finishes. Just a
That's
little bit.
it? Come on, man.
Well, I want to show my finally finished.
The last 3 stitches.
Yeah.
Where was it in the bottom?
It was
Up at the top, no?
no, it was this piece right.
Oh,
in-
it was.
Oh, in the center?
That piece was
Oh.
missing.
I guess we weren't paying attention.
No.
No, because
Right here.
yes, when I realized that it was off,
Mhm.
this side over here is a little off, and I took out what I had stitched in order to fit in some of the other pieces, and forgot
Mm-hmm.
to restitch that little bit, and then I had to squeeze it in. It's not quite correct, but it's in there. So now this piece is completely done. The last video that I was on, I showed it, said it was done, but
Mary
I
corrected
see.
you.
as did half of the stitching world.
Yes.
But I did see it when we played back our video that it was missing, and I put it in actually the next day. I posted it on Instagram and Facebook. But I thank you, everybody, because, you know, hey, it was an oversight.
Yes.
But it is now completely
Finished.
and I'm going to continue to do the other parts as well. So that was my finish.
Okay.
All right, so whips.
You want to go
Do
with
you have whips?
I have a whip.
Okay.
Okay, whips.
Whip it.
I've been working on Deck the Halls by Caterpillar Cross Stitch.
I give you credit for hanging in there.
Raise it up a little bit.
All right.
There you go.
So, oh my goodness. So, I have a story. This P is in completely the wrong place. It needs to be up a little bit. So that means I had to change the word wrap. So on Virtual Stitchers, when I was stitching in Virtual Stitchers, I realized that the P is in the wrong place. So didn't know what to do. Okay, and then I'm like, okay, so how about so I've asked the people, what should I do? And the people said, why don't you tilt it up, do it diagonally. Did that, didn't work because it was butting up against the M.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a little tadpoling, and I did it up, down, up, down, up, down. So that's the word wrap.
And what's tadpoling?
Frogging, but with fewer stitches, about 25 stitches is tadpoling.
So it's a little,
not quite frogging, because
Right.
frogging is like big.
Ugh.
It's tadpoling.
Tadpoling.
Yes.
Okay.
So then I finished.
Ronnie said frogging is 1X.
Frogging is 1X.
If you remove 1X, that's a frog.
No, it's a tadpole.
It's a tadpole.
It's a tadpole. It's teeny tiny.
Teeny tiny.
Then I worked on this. I did a little bit of tadpoling too here. And then I'm
There's a
good.
whole lot of tadpoling. Sounds like a big old frog to me. Close to
I
your
did a
toes.
tadpole here, I did a tadpole there. Okay. So now I'm done with this.
Okay.
And this is for Magical Stitches, School of Magical Stitches and Literature. I'm trying to get 1,000 for the Cinderella Castle. So I'm about 500 left.
Oh.
That's it for me. That's what I've been working on for 2 whole weeks.
Okay.
Jeez Louise.
I'm going to do my whips. Gary's were finishes and whips.
Yeah.
Finishes and starts and finishes.
I'm still on a free week.
Yeah.
So who knows what I'm going to do this week.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What happened to Quaker? Winter Quaker?
Ronnie
2 days.
has forbidden
I can
him.
only stitch on it for 2 days and then it's done.
What do you mean it's done?
I could only stitch on it for 2 days until Spring Quaker starts.
Really?
So it freed up a lot of time.
Yeah,
And I can't start
yeah.
my February stuff until February.
Yeah.
Planning.
Okay.
What are you stitching, Shelia?
I am stitching Black Cat and a Santa hat. This was a travel piece. We have a picture, I think, already from
Okay.
my
Whippapalooza?
Whippapalooza. It's just a little travel by the Stitcher Hood. It's a cute little piece. Doing it on Ada 14 count, It's only 3 colors: black, white, and red.
Was it in the Christmas magazine? Is that what was that?
Yes, it was in one of the magazines.
Okay.
Christmas ornaments 2015, just cross stitch.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so that was
When you work,
that's fun.
Okay, so
I
that was
work
your
with
thing.
that when I'm like on airplanes and airports because it's on a like an 8x8 Q snap.
Okay.
This
Remember those half stitches during her Whippapalooza? Many. What's it called?
it's called Let's Do Coffee. It's an Ursula Michael through Imaginating. It's on a
Okay.
20.
I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I was looking.
It's not even an X.
She didn't even cross the
No.
X.
But see,
Wow.
Let's
look at
Do
that.
Coffee. Ursula Michael through Imaginating. A lot done on
Wow.
it. This I stitched in while on the ship.
Nice.
We had a couple of extra sea days because we had some ports that we couldn't get into because of weather.
Okay.
I will tell you, people, as you get down towards Cape Horn, the tip of South America, the weather is very rough, rainy, windy, cold, even though it's summer in South America, cold. So we had some extra time to stitch, which was wonderful. This is 3371, and I don't have my card. And it's a 28 count even weave something.
Yeah.
It's a
It
nice.
feels thicker.
It does. It's a nice.
It's a nice rustic looking.
Yeah,
ribbon.
it's got some browns in there, and I thought it would be perfect for this piece.
Yeah.
If you notice, I've added a little bit of red. The actual chart called for 814, which is kind of a DMC garnet red.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do it in garnet red because that fabric with the 3371 I thought was perfect.
Yeah.
But I decided that I wanted a little hint of color besides all of the brown, even though the piece itself is a monochromatic.
This is beautiful.
So when you look at it up close, you can see it. It's the little squares.
Little bits
Little
of
squares,
little
bits
bits
of
of
red.
red
Yeah.
in there just to brighten it up a little bit. So that's my other whip for the past 3 weeks. That's what I've done.
And this is the
That's the chart.
That's
yeah.
the chart.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. So I don't have that much to do, but it won't come out again for quite a while.
until you travel again.
Until I travel again.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I really want to work on my list. And it's so easy to do.
So are you doing? Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So those are my whips. Okay, let's do haul. EJ, want to show your haul?
Yes, I want to show my haul. So when Shelia was here last, she talked about her variegation from Victorian model sampler shop. So hey Nancy, do you have any more of those variegated floss? PayPal. So I have my it's like what 12?
Yeah.
Variegated floss, highly variegated floss. So
This one right here looks like a bee.
oh yeah, it looks like good
Honeycomb
honey
or something like
yes.
Here, want to put it up against here?
Sure. So these are the highly variegated floss. And then in the same package that she sent my, I think it was January, I don't know, one of the months. I'm in the Brights Club.
That one's looking pretty variegated here on the end.
The pink?
No, this one over here.
Oh, the barley, yes.
Oh.
So I have these.
I'm looking to see if which. Okay, go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead and
maybe-
show them. Yeah, because
Maybe
They're all
mine-
different.
I think we're different. Yeah.
Or maybe this is the old like the week prior or the month prior, and I just haven't looked in my. When did you get this? When you got back?
It was when I got back.
Oh, it's the same thing. Holiday confections.
Where is that?
Right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and something flowers.
When Nancy
Yes.
sends her sets, you may not get all of the same colors
Yes.
if you've ordered the same set.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there's barley. Okay,
Yeah.
so we both. So I won't show
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I only have 6 of it. She has the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah, so this is my
Yeah,
6.
you've got a green in there.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
the 6 that I have.
Okay.
So that's my haul, y'all.
Y'all. Okay. Well, I have quite a
So
bit
we
of
went to
haul.
Texas and she gets the accent. I like it.
You want to show your haul?
Yeah. Well, this is the 12 set of
Yeah, there's more green.
some greens,
Some browns.
Mm-hmm.
This is the brights, right? Yeah.
Yes.
These are the brights.
So this year I'm in 2 clubs, monthly clubs. Victorian model sampler. I'm in for both of her color sets, and I'm also in the Silks for You color set.
Oh, nice.
Floss of the Month clubs. And so this is the more primitive.
So these are
Oh,
the
that's
brights.
primitive?
Yeah, this is
Oh,
primitive.
that's nice colors for primitive.
Yeah,
Oh, look at
beautiful.
Oh,
I
look at
tell
that
you,
brown.
Look at those.
Look at the red.
yeah. I mean, I'm so
She's really
such a fan.
tuning up the variation.
She has.
Yeah.
She has. It's just awesome and amazing.
Yeah.
And somewhere in here,
You good?
yeah.
Oh, yes, I want to see those.
This is the Silks for You.
They're beautiful.
Yes, Silks for You. This was the colorway for this month.
Wow.
And I'm
Love
sure,
her
does she have
club.
hints of these colors
They're
too?
like wintry
I don't know.
looking.
She might.
If there's a number on there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, though you're right. She
Yeah.
has a number. These are really pretty. Let's see if there's. Oh, this is PR 75. You're right. 15 meters. PR 103. PR 004. Nice purple. And PR 101. I wonder what PR means. But really pretty.
Yeah. So so those are the threads, the floss haul. When I got back, Hands Across the Sea is having a special for to raise money for some of the firefighter companies in I believe New South Wales, Australia, where some of the brigades have to replace their own equipment and some of their supplies. Like the government provides basics, but there are many things that they have to raise money for.
Okay.
And because of the fires,
It's gone
extensive
through a lot of
fires, they've
stuff.
gone through and lost a lot. So she is offering this chart through her website, and they are available in some local needlework stores if you want an actual chart. And I believe there's a way you can also get kits. My recommendation is to go watch the Hands Across the Sea video where she talks about this charity piece to see all your options and the very different ways that you can obtain the chart. It is a small piece. It is all full cross. There's nothing crazy in it. It is charted in both the silk and for the DMC. It is easy for a beginner or somebody who has wanted to get into samplers but been a little hesitant. It is an excellent introduction piece.
It's 94 by 144.
Which
Okay,
is
that's a good size.
Which is small.
Yeah.
Which is small.
It's really good.
Yeah, I liked it because it didn't have people.
Okay. So you've been too peoply lately?
If you notice, I don't do a lot with people.
I know.
Yeah, I don't do people. So so if you are interested, please watch the Hands Across the Sea video talking about her the chart and all of the contributors
Yes.
who are providing bits in the kit.
Yes.
For that.
Okay.
So as Gary mentioned, I was in Dallas. I went to the Stitch Niche. I was very excited because he had mentioned it before.
Yes.
In
And I
his
completely
travels.
forgot you were going.
Did you really?
Well, I didn't realize the same time I was going to be there, you were going to be there.
Uh-huh.
Because I was just focused on my trip. To,
Your business.
get this stuff done.
Yeah.
And then you said, well, I'm going to be. I was like, oh, that's right.
Yes,
So it was like
yes,
a surprise. Surprise.
yes.
I forgot.
Well, I bought my plane ticket, Miami to Santiago, Buenos Aires, back to Miami, mainly on price. What I failed to notice, this is where you got to look at the bottom, look at the small print.
Layover
folks.
times.
Layover.
How long was the layover?
I arrived in Dallas at 4:45 a.m.
A.M.?
Dallas time.
Shoot.
And Dallas is an hour behind us. South America is 2 hours ahead of us.
Okay.
So
All I know is-
how many days were you in Dallas?
All I know is I was awake.
Yeah.
I can't tell you if it was morning, night. I was awake. 4:45. I'll tell you how bad it was. I had my global entry card, which is a little plastic card. I never stick it in a pocket because I'm always afraid it'll fall out when I get ready to go through customs. And I had a bunch of stuff this time, so I decided to stick it in my
The third
bra.
pocket.
Yeah, the third pocket, which I never do. And I totally forgot.
Oh, of course you
And I
did.
had walked all that way
Looking
to
for it.
just about where to go through customs, and all of a sudden it was like, where's my global entry card? I walked all the way back as far as I could. I thought maybe I had dropped it in the ladies' room.
Yeah.
And I went in, I searched all the stalls, and it wasn't on the floor. I did that slow walk back, searching the floor, couldn't find it. And just as I reached my friend who went with me, who was sitting, she says, I was wondering what happened to you. For some reason, I said, well, just do a body pat. And I was like, ow.
There it is.
There it
They were
is.
doing a body pat to see if you were awake.
Yeah.
Maybe you were asleep and it was a nightmare.
Here it is.
Okay.
And then the customs, the kiosk rejected me because it said that I
It
had
was too
come-
warm.
No, I said she had entered too many times.
Exactly correct. It said that I had entered.
Wow.
So I had to get somebody to help me so I could get back into the. It was like.
I mean, I entered too many times. I couldn't even get in.
It was. I think maybe it's because I had done the mobile passport, but I didn't stop at the mobile passport kiosk.
Oh, okay.
They were too busy, so I said, well, I'll just go global entry. So I think maybe I had already checked in.
Oh, okay.
So it was rejecting me on the second
Yeah.
check-in. Anyway, it was, Shelia, it was a lot. But anyway, so to get back to the main thing, arrived at 4:45. We had to wait for the airport to open, 5 a.m. My flight left Dallas at 6:45 p.m.
Whoa.
I had 13 hours in Dallas on Tuesday.
But luckily, it was the day the store was open.
It was the day the store was open. I had already made arrangements to rent a car to go there. And again, thank you, Gary, for remembering, because Gary came in, we did some stuff for a little bit, and then we went off and had lunch at
Nice.
Babe's, that fried chicken and creamed corn. That was also excellent.
And the salad.
And oh yes, the salad.
Simple salad. Very
Simple salad, lettuce, and a sweet dressing like we used to get down south. It was a good down south sweet dressing. It was good.
The dressing makes a salad.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. All right. So while I was
what'd you
at
get?
the
Yes.
Symcats, they have a really wonderful collection of samplers. I enjoyed. It was very nice. I looked through a bunch of stuff. So I bought this one, Dutch Treat Designs, Martha Brown, 1856. I like the saying, which is "Life is real, life is earnest," although it's misspelled, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. I thought that was pretty cool. Pretty
It's not that big. It's only like a 10 by 11. So
yeah, no, it's nice. No
Oh,
people.
so they spelled it right in the in the reproduction.
In the reproduction, it's spelled correctly.
I
in the
appreciate
original,
that.
it's not.
well, it was done by a young girl.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting these are children.
Yeah, and this
It's really pretty. I like
is
it.
adapted by Claudia Dutcher, and I was introduced to Claudia Dutcher by watching some of the Sassy Jack and Fiber Talk videos when Sassy Jack had
was on the video.
Hands Across the Sea in earlier, and Vanna and Gary did a lot of videos from the store, and they talked a lot about Claudia Dutcher, and Claudia Dutcher may have been there, or maybe I don't know, but anyhow. I'm just going to go in order of what I have stuff. So I love fabric, and anytime I find R&R, I buy a little piece of R&R, and this is a little piece of Irish cream 30 count R&R. I just think that's beautiful.
Yeah.
I just love the color.
It's like a light peach cream something. Right?
Yes, very nice.
Very neutral looking.
This one I got Needle Made Designs. This will be a great. I didn't realize even it was.
It's
there.
only been 3 weeks.
Yeah, honestly, it didn't occur to me that it was one. It's okay, I got it now. So this is called Faithful Friends. It'll be a small. Since I go to a lot of stitching retreats in the summer, so I thought this would make a nice small.
Okay.
For a stitching retreat.
And this one.
This one, I love
the colors.
Yes, although there is a lady.
And so there's a dog and a cat.
And a dog and a cat, yes. This is called, Traditional Sampler Kit. Oh, gosh. I can't help it. I don't know the way they pack these things. This is called a piece. I was looking for who it was by. Peaceful Garden Sampler. There wasn't enough that anybody could do anything.
No, but
Peaceful Garden Sampler. I still don't know who this is by. Made in England. Anyway, made in England. Oh, Maura Blackburn.
okay.
Maura Blackburn, made in England. Maura. M-O-I-R-A.
Yes, Maura.
This is
Let's see if she would have taken it out of the plastic. It would have been a blank page on the back.
No, if I had taken it out of the maybe not. This is Needlework, a joyful art. And this is brought to you by Needlework Press.
And it's a interpretation.
It's an interpretation, but I kind of liked it.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it. I'll probably do color change on the peoples. More fabric and R&R A.B. Siderian. I really like this. This is it's got little speckles of something.
Yeah, so did this. Irish cream.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that might be because it was sitting next to this. But and this is a 40 count. And I'm going to actually do the Claudia Dutcher chart on this.
Who?
Yeah.
Which is the chart? This one.
This one. I'm going to do this chart.
Yeah, look good on that.
Yeah, on this fabric.
On 40 count.
40 count.
Are you going to use called for spreads, or are you going to do
No, I'm going to
conversion?
convert. I'm going to convert.
Do something like...
No.
Because there's blue in there. I didn't know.
Oh, that's really pretty.
Blue and purple.
This is a 38 count Legacy Linen in Vermeer Blue.
This is her sample. What do you call it? Staple.
This is spec.
Spec.
This is I buy fabric on spec.
Yes.
Another spec, please. Now I have the Rosewood Manor Turkish Delight, and I've been struggling because I am choosing not to stitch it on red.
Yes.
I wanted fabric that to me was more reminiscent of
a Turkish rug.
No, what the buildings look like. They're old buildings. They've got, they're not pure color. And I don't know, I've been banging my head and I was looking through and she had ancient and I'm looking at it and said, duh.
It's got blue
ancient.
and gold.
It's
You were
got
looking for something blue and
blue
gold.
with gold. And when you look at pictures of the Hajira, Sophia Hajira building,
Yeah.
That's the way it looks. It's not perfect. So anyway, this is
Picture this plus.
Picture This Plus 32 count,
Wow.
ancient, perfect.
Who knew? Readily available.
Yes. So when I go to a needlework store, I like to kit a piece completely. This is called Time Enough. It's by Kathy Barrett. I liked it because of the colors. And they actually
And you
had
had the perfect color fabric. Was that the call for, or we just got lucky with the close color?
Well, they
It's
had
called for gingerbread from Picture This Plus.
oh, this is better than ginger.
and
It's
this
more
is
orange.
Tiger's Eye Weeks Dye Works, 35 count.
And it's a tight weave, too.
It's a tight weave.
Yeah, it's a
It
nice-
almost looks like a 40 or something.
Who stitched this? Did Jen Lee stitch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I actually, like all of us, I've got 10,000 skeins of DMC, but I had pulled the colors
In case she wanted to stitch it on the plane, she had everything there.
So those are
Right
the
there.
colors. I think that's going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
And I also picked up this counter. Number one is a little cat, and it's by Julie.
We'll put her information below.
Okay, well, yeah, it's fabulous, just cute. And I also received my last Picture This Plus Fabric of the Month Club 2019 piece, which is Shale. That was
Well, that's a nice color.
there. when
That
I
is
got home.
nice.
Yeah, that's a very pretty piece.
Very witchy.
So I had, uncharacteristically for me, I had a lot of haul this time. So I thoroughly enjoyed my visit to the Stitch Niche in Dallas, Texas. Thank you very much for a wonderful day of being homeless in Dallas. Okay, Gary.
Okay, I got my, what's going on?
I don't know.
He looks handsome today.
Yeah. So I got my color and cotton for this month. It's called Copper Kettle. It's a 32 count Belfast.
That's pretty.
Yeah, I like that.
Yes.
I like it.
Yeah.
Look, that would look
Really
pretty
pretty.
on that.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Oh, that red. Look
Yeah,
at that
that
red.
red.
Yeah.
Ooh, Ronnie is making rice. It smells so good.
And then so I was, let's see, I'm trying to think. Yeah. So this one I got from the Stitch Niche, and it looks like the sunshine, or I'm gonna call them the moonshine stitchers. I just gotta change the middle one to look like me. Put a pair of pants on
Put a
there.
pair of pants.
So we got Shelia with the owl with the
Crow and
crow and the toad, and
Crow
EJ's got the
toad.
pumpkin and the crow. So, and then I'm holding the iguana that fell out of the tree. I mean, it just was like put perfect. It was like,
yeah.
so I just got to put some pants on that one in the middle.
Perfect.
Make him a male witch.
yeah.
And then,
A wizard?
I went through at the Stitch Niche. I went through their clearance area, and I got beans.
Oh, you magical brew. The
Yeah.
more you the more you do. Yeah.
And then I got the same color fabric that Shelia did, the 40 count with the
Oh.
speckle stuff on there, Abecedarian.
Yes.
So
Nice.
yeah,
All
because this
right.
thing, it looks like a small pattern, but it's
No.
like
No.
270 long.
deceiving.
I'm like, oh no, we're gonna do it on higher count. And then, well, you already saw the berry.
Oh, you bought the berry over there and you.
Yeah, because
stitched
I
it.
I finished everything I took with me,
Oh god.
so I had emergency.
Yeah.
And that I got at Stitch Niche, and then this I got Monday at the
Oh, you mentioned it earlier.
yeah, I just
Yeah.
lost it. Old man brain.
You heard it here, guys.
Creatively Stitches or something like that. We'll put it in the
Yeah, well, yeah.
And so this one, I got that one. I love that one.
Honeyberry, can I see it?
Yeah.
That's cute. I like
And
that.
then
Oh, didn't you finish it?
yeah.
Oh.
So it was still a purchase.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then I got the reindeer feed sack. I went down to Fancy Stitches. and I got the reindeer feed stack.
And this was one of Cheryl's choices to
Yeah.
stitch.
Oh.
But she didn't choose that one. She was thinking of it.
Oh, okay.
Thinking about
And
doing
I got this fabric.
Oh, that's good.
It's got the lines in it,
yeah.
but I think it's gonna look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's gonna look good.
And I wanted something that wasn't too distracting. And I've got a bunch of belle soirs. I've got the tulip belle soir and vanilla pudding.
Oh.
And I'm going to use those on this instead
Wow.
of, because they called for weeks. I think they called for weeks or something.
Okay.
I said, if I got silks, why not use them?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
And then while I was, I swear, I hit the discount closet. All this stuff was in the discount. And then so I got some of this. Remember we talked about banding?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
And it was in the discount closet. So I got a yard.
Can I
Oh,
see it?
nice.
Yeah.
That's a yard?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very
And
nice.
so I'm going to do
Is that
these
Oh, that's
32
nice.
count?
28.
28.
Yeah.
So
So,
you-
I'm going to do these little guys on them in I think this order.
Oh, okay.
So,
Oh, going
Oh,
straight
yeah.
down.
cute.
But there's still going to be a lot left because these are really small.
Yes.
So I
You
may.
gonna stitch over one?
No, it's
no,
over
no,
two.
two,
These are
20.
small.
Let me see.
So I may just restitch
Oh.
my reindeer piece again.
What reindeer piece?
The one with the reindeer names that said and Rudolph.
Oh, yeah.
I may just stitch it again and put it on the end.
Oh.
Because that's what I wanted. Originally I
Yeah.
wanted banding.
Yes.
Oh, I
So-
didn't know that.
Very
But I'm
cute.
going to stitch those first.
Oh, this is a Bent Creek snapper.
Yeah, those are
Yes.
snappers.
Nice.
And that is all my haul.
Nice.
I do have some gifts.
Okay, I have some gifts.
Okay.
Want me to do my gifts first?
Yeah.
Okay, so my gifts come from the end of the world. They are keychains. I took a look at Ushuaia, which is that town, the last town at the tip of South America. Took a train ride, Ushuaia, and it was fun. And they had these keychains at the end of the rail, so to speak. So
The end of the
I
world
brought
into the
back
rail.
keychains for EJ, Gary, and Ronnie.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank
Thank
you.
you.
I always like getting keychains because I think keychains are just very versatile in terms. You don't have to put keys on them. You can
Yeah.
do a lot of different things
Yeah.
with them. So
Make them into needle
Make
minders.
them into
yes,
reminders.
yes. So
Or scissor fobs.
yeah. So
Needle scissor fob.
heavy. Yeah.
Yes.
Clunk. So anyway, so yeah.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay.
So I got this it's for all of us. It's 3rd needle minders. And this is from Tina.
Oh, thank you, Tina.
Yeah, and she's
They're super cute.
she's hosting the retreat for the Stitch Niche in April.
Oh.
So I think it's already full, but these are really cool sunshine. needle minders
Yes, they're
for all of us.
beautiful.
So
And
that's
I
good.
like her back.
Her
which
bag
is
is super like a
a
little
little button.
Thank you.
that make it easy to take off.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. How
Oh, very
Probably
sweet.
easier to say. So we take the pens here. And then that's for all of us. But then
Okay.
she got me this little mug here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I got some literature inside from
You
the
can put
retreat.
your monster in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got some literature from the retreat of when it is and everything.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
We'll put that in our box.
So if it's closed for this year, but I mean, you can always get on the waiting list for next year.
Okay,
Our plan
there
is
you go.
to keep growing.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And then
Oh, let me see this cup. I like this cup.
It is a nice cup. Very
Yeah.
nice cup.
Very. I like this cup.
it was a little
And
fun.
you owe me.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
Not
So-
that much.
So Julie called and asked, "Is Gary there?"
Mm-hmm.
And the owner said yes, and she said, "I made him this box." Look
Wow.
at that! Isn't that cool? Oh my God, these boxes from Julie. She sells them on her Facebook group,
Wow.
and it's got like all this cool stuff in there.
I remember.
Yeah, remember EJ got hers during
Yes.
the
Yes.
The Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
I love it.
And there's like magnets hidden
Yes,
everywhere in this
yes.
thing.
It's beautiful.
I'll set it up next to my chair. Hopefully
Yes.
Princess Leia will let me keep it out. And then she asked me to pick up one for Shelia.
Oh.
And so, what do you do for a world traveler? You get her a map.
Yes. And what was interesting is when I was in the store, I was actually looking at this box, And
I had no idea.
And I was like, oh, there's just no way I could get it home, with what I was already carrying. Yeah. So I just sort of walked away. And then when I came in, Gary says, look at I said, thank you, Julie. This is beautiful.
And she put so much, she lines everything up.
Oh my God.
Like, look at this. This is like, that's lining up. I mean, look at that. I mean, and that's gorgeous.
It's really well done. I will treasure this. This is amazing.
Oh
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Oh, love it, love it, love it. Okay.
EJ's got a gift.
Oh,
I do.
So she can plan. It might not be big enough for all her plans, but it'll keep her busy when she's not stitching.
It's a Harry Potter Smash journal gift.
Well, Gary obviously didn't want you to suffer from the Harry Potter from Magical Stitches going away.
Yes.
So you
it'll still be alive in this house.
Yes.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. Oh my god! Most of my fan stuff is from Gary.
Look at that pen.
I know. It has all the house colors. And it's a journal. It's a bound journal. Can I open? Let me open this real quick.
Can you open it? No, I'm gonna take it back.
But go ahead, talk and then go ahead.
Oh, okay.
And so there was a whole bunch of people. I was gonna list all the names, but I don't know.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Annie, Nancy, Sonia, Maria, Kim, Donna, Tamara, Kathy, Shelley, Tanya, Beverly, Tina, and Carol. And hopefully I listed everybody because I was going through the Facebook group and see who posted stuff. Because I had like one or two names where I said, you get names? I'm like, while I'm there, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember your name. And I'm like, the merman thing. As soon as I walked through the door, I'm like, what was my name? But I had an amazing time. These are a great group of ladies. I love, was it Sonia? I love Sonia. She came during lunch. From work during lunch, and she picked up the stuff. We did a photo outside, like we did a photo.
Yeah.
And then later on in the evening, she comes back. She says, "I threw some food on the table. I'm back." I'm like, sit down and stitch.
Here, family, enjoy.
I have washi tape.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yes, washi tape. I have stickers. And this
leather-bound book from Diagon Alley or
See, I'm glad he knows this.
Zebra Alley.
Diagon Alley.
Okay, got it right.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Look at that.
He's gonna get a nice hug. And it's blue. I'm a Ravenclaw.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Ravenclaw / Hufflepuff. Thank you. He's gonna get a hug after this.
Oh, good.
I forgive him.
Oh, what's that?
I forgive him.
Forgive it.
I forgive him.
And it's on. It's recorded. So I can have my middle seat back, right?
My world is now going to be in the right spot. Yes.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Okay, so let's do announcements.
Yes.
I'm sorry. We're hosting a cruise July 26th through August 2nd on Norwegian BreakAway, leaving out of Miami, going to the Western Caribbean, returning to Miami 7 days later. We have all of the information for registration. Contact Norwegian Cruise Line regarding your cabin. Register through the cross-stitch cupboard.
Yes.
In about a month, we are going to begin our communications with all the people who have registered through the cross-stitch cupboard. So please, if you have reserved your cabin, please register with the cross-stitch cupboard so that you're getting all of the information and everything, so that we are so excited and looking forward to it. And
it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And Gary, I think you have
I
announcements.
have some announcements on Garon. Ronnie started this last week on the spring Quaker bags, and he's from the pre-sale. So he's been working on them, cutting them out and sewing them up, and so he's still going to be working on them again next week because there was a lot of them. And so there was no sale bags today, And there's not going to be any for next week either because he's going to be still working on those bags. And we'll do a couple of days before we send out invoices. We'll put a notice on the Garron page that invoices are going to be out on what day. So it'll be like 2 days before. Or something
Okay,
like that.
cool. All righty. They've been. Ronnie has been very busy.
Yeah.
Okay, and the next will be, so since I've been away, I haven't had an opportunity to share my 2020 plans with everyone. I did a whip parade at the inn in December. All of my 22, 23 whips. And so I've gone through that list and identified those that I want to give priority to the first part of the year. I will also start out the year in February because of retreats that I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to stitch my smalls exchanges first. That way I can get them out of the way. And I have decided to do Biscore New this year for my smalls exchanges. And so that, well, what's the matter?
Have you made one before?
I've stitched one.
No.
The answer is no.
Okay. You haven't completed one.
No.
Okay.
But that's the goal. That's all she's going to do.
Yeah.
We'll find out later.
I'm going
That's
to
what
do
happens.
those. Do those first. But they're small. But I'll do those first, and then I'm going to be focusing on Christmas Land Celebration, which is my full coverage piece of the ladies at the bar. My 2 dragonflies, Nora Corbett.
You're almost done with those, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
Emerald Dragonfly and Silver Dragonfly. I will be working on Death by Cross Stitch, which is also full coverage. And again, with Celebration and Death by Cross Stitch, I'm looking for page finishes because they're both pretty big.
That's a big project, Death by Cross Stitch.
Yes, it is. Ladies' Night, I am doing all 4 pieces. I have 1 piece pretty much done. I want to just get the other ladies
So you're
done.
going to finish all 4?
All 4 of them.
Okay.
I'm going to work on and finish Autumn Quaker. I'm enjoying that.
Yeah.
I really do want to.
The more I find the more you go down in it,
the more interesting
the
it
more
gets.
fun it is.
Yes.
I think you get invested in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I am invested in it. I've been enjoying, because mine is on 36 count, and I used a Victorian model sampler thread conversion, and I'm enjoying that tremendously. Autumn Quaker, I'm going to finish the 13 Days of Halloween, which was also a Just Cross Stitch magazine piece in one of their Halloween issues.
I don't know that one. Do I know that one?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
little squares with a bunch of 1/1 with 2 stitches.
It was supposed to be done
3?
with 2 stitches,
Yeah.
and I'm
2 threads.
I'm doing it with 1.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It almost became a UFO.
Oh.
Almost, but I decided
She's
no.
resurrected it.
Yeah. I'm going to also work on Ink Circles Green Damsel. I love Ink Circles, and I've been.
You're almost done with that.
Yeah, I've got about halfway, I think. And that's it. So those are going to be my priority pieces the first part of the year. By priority, it means that I will rotate through those and focus on them until they're finished.
So you have like a 9. It's just 9. It's 9 projects rotation.
Rotation.
A 9 project rotation.
Yes. And as I finish, then I'll just add
Fill in
in
something
another
else.
from my
And
list.
you know what you're going to fill in?
I will
Or-
finish another. Add in, yes, because I have other whips that I sincerely want to work
What
on.
about the letters from Mom? Are you?
Letters from Mom is on the list. Aurora Cabin, which was the Dimensions piece.
I saw someone finish that.
Yes,
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw
the
that.
Dimensions?
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
I'm still not sure I'm going to do it at fully dimensional.
Yes.
But I do want to finish. I've got a lot here,
Yeah,
and I also
there's a
have
lot of
some
big
new
ones.
starts that I've put in.
Yes.
French Kitchen. I really love.
And this is all before market in March.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
those are my plans. Those are the ones that I've selected for priority work the first quarter of the year. So this
Okay.
is my plan through March 31st. So
Sounds good.
yeah. And what am I doing next week? I don't know. But it will be
One of the
somewhere
nine.
from this
On that
list.
list,
Yes. the
Are you
very
gonna
list.
for your celebrations and your Death by Cross Stitch? Are
Yes.
you going to have a day to work on them, or it's like whenever they come up on rotation?
No, I think I'm going to take Sundays.
Okay.
And one Sunday I'll work on one, another Sunday I'll work on the other, but I'll give each a full Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because usually I'm home, I'm relaxed, it's pleasant.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Your plans?
for this week.
For my plan this week is to finish to continue working on Deck the Halls.
Okay.
I want to finish Deck the
wanna
Halls.
finish it.
I
Oh,
want to
very
finish
good.
Deck the Halls.
Okay, good.
Oh, did I show you? Oh no, I completely forgot to tell you. So I spilled something here. I think it was chocolate. Don't eat chocolate while stitching.
That's the second time you got chocolate on this piece, right?
No, not this piece. I had spaghetti sauce on another piece, and then chocolate on this piece.
Her stitching gets hungry.
Don't eat while you're stitching, please. So that's why I have a second snowflake right here because it wouldn't come out. So I'm like, I'll just stitch over
Good thing
it.
the pin was in the wrong place, right?
Yeah, good thing. So yeah, that it just popped in. my
It
head.
works. It
Yes.
works.
Whew.
It works.
Thank you. It wasn't like a big chocolate stain.
Saved by the snowflake.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, my plan is to continue working on Deck the Halls.
Yay. All right,
I
Gary.
have one more.
So,
Oh, yes.
my schedule plan doesn't start again until February.
February
Yes,
1st.
so you
just,
still have your-
So I have a
next
free week, all week.
Oh
and
boy.
So,
finish
I
your
don't-
Lady Justice.
I haven't started Lady Justice.
You could start and finish her.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking of getting the 12 Days of Christmas Erica Michaels berries out.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
Oh,
gotta
more
say my-
berries?
Well, they finish
They're-
up so well.
Yeah, they're
They
good.
do.
It's like a quick high.
Yeah.
But you won't. But you won't have enough for the rest of the year.
They weren't on the schedule.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had berries all through the
Oh.
schedule. What I'm working on is things, small things that's not in the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So quick fixes, quick
Yeah.
finishes,
Gotcha.
and so because the ending the year with 30 whips
It's just not.
is stressful, and
Yeah.
I did not. I'm
Wait,
older
but those aren't whips. There will be new starts.
I know, but I don't want to. I don't want to make a bunch of new whips this year.
Oh, okay,
I wanna,
got it.
I want to focus on
Got
2020 is the finish year.
Yeah.
Okay, and then and how about stitching on the whips that's not in your plan?
I thought about that, but I already have them in the 2021 plan.
Oh.
I went up to 2026 already, so
Oh.
I have one of these all the way up to 2026. So what I'm stitching on is not on any of those plans.
Yes,
so
got
it.
Got it. Okay.
We like him anyway. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
What is it?
I can't.
Ridiculous. I don't have a wand.
I'm so glad for someone who doesn't know Harry Potter.
Ridiculous.
He knows Harry Potter, okay? Don't let him fool you. I don't know Harry Potter. You know Harry Potter.
I think he probably watched a couple of movies just
I
for,
mean,
you know.
that's the third movie.
Oh,
Yeah, so,
told on yourself.
Yes. Yes. So,
Okay. All righty.
all right, we're done.
I think we've said it all.
And don't forget,
No matter where you are, the sun is always shining when you're stitching. Bye.
Bye.